Hey. Stop playing with them, fool.
We are in week 2 of this program. Weights are starting to move. We're feeling better. The weights are moving. Pin squats to start off the week. Like I predicted, feeling much better than week 1. Moved up about 10 kilos from last week up to 130 with pretty good confidence. This gym actually got some new racks installed as well, some brand new Rogue racks. So it took a little bit of getting used to, but a couple sets in, everything started feeling normal again. It was a bit weird facing the other direction, doing squats, just pretty much facing the wall, but it was good. The weights moved well, moved with confidence. 4x4 today. Gonna go to, I think it's 5x3 next week with the aim to go up in weight again. Depending on how they feel will really dictate how much weight I go up. So, onto bench now, and then see if the weight moves with confidence. If it does, it pretty much goes with what I said in the other video about how week 2 is that golden week. So really looking forward to it. This guy here was setting up the new racks on the weekend.
Actually, he wasn't helping.
He wasn't helping. He's the coach here, and he doesn't even help at his own gym.
Think about how to help Cody become strong. Although I have nothing to do with his strength.
He has nothing to do with it, but he's so caring anyway. No, okay, well, so he didn't help at all. So, I mean, no credit to him at all. The other coach, Mitch, did. What's that?
I cleaned the dust today.
He cleaned the dust. That's important, because if you don't clean the dust, everyone in here is going to be sneezing their heads off. Important job. So, like I said, moving on to bench now. Week 1 bench actually moved pretty well, so I don't have any complaints with that. We'll jump into it now. Welcome to the video. So, I was telling you guys last week about, let me catch my breath. Whew. I was talking about it last week, how there was a exercise prescribed for me, front squat to a box, 10 reps plus 5 reps every 5 seconds until failure. I didn't film it last week. This week I filmed it, just the first set though, because otherwise I'd run out of space and the battery's low, so I wouldn't be able to capture all of it anyway, but you got a glimpse of what it was there. That's hard. That's a hard exercise. It's so hard to breathe when you got that front rack position, all that weight, doing reps on reps on reps until failure. So this is really going to help with quad power, quad drive. I guess a little bit of conditioning as well, because it's like 5 reps every 5 seconds. So something I tried to do this week compared to last week was not wear the knee sleeves. So I tried to take them off this week, see if it made a difference. It made a little bit of a difference, but not too dramatically. So I'm like out of breath, panting like a dog. Week 2, feeling great. Accessories feeling great. Main movements feeling great. See what the rest of the week has in store. Just like that, deadlifts are done and dusted in the books. Going with a trend that I went with in the last block, which was to go up 7.5 kilos from the week before. Was able to carry out that same trend this week, so I'm very pleased with that. Top set of 2x3 at 167 kilos, 167.5 kilos with back downs. The first back down set was the same weight as last week's top set, so very, very pleased with that. Happy to see the numbers are moving. I told you week 2 was feeling good. I told you that week 2 was that golden week, especially for me. We're getting filmed now. Behind the scenes with Cody. So subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Cody Savage. I don't have a custom URL though, so just search my name. Like I said, deadlifts are moving very well. Very happy with that. See if we can keep that trend going in week 3 for the last week. The gym actually ran out of chalk, so during my warm-ups I was struggling a little bit, just because like I'm so used to chucking the chalk on my hands at around like my 2nd or 3rd warm-up. So to not be able to really do that was threw me off a little bit, but didn't really need it anyway. It was still lightweight, so it was just get used to it, get over it. Chalk made its way into the chalk bowl as I was about to do my top set, so that worked out beautifully. Got some accessories now, like always, you know the drill. Got some overhead press and a bunch of other upper body accessories. So feeling really confident, felt much better for the main deadlifts today than last week's. Felt pretty slow, pretty average. So knowing that we also have pause deadlifts at the end of the week, it's going to be really exciting. So the music stopped. It's very quiet. Everyone's staring at me. What did I tell you guys? We got the 5 reps for squats. Feeling good knowing that I got that, knowing that there's 1 more week left, I have a chance to go up in weight. Huge confidence booster. Knowing I was able to redeem myself from last week, got no complaints whatsoever. In the back down sets, I did have Coach Mitch give me a bit of advice on knee tracking and spreading the floor, mental cues for just keeping those knees out, making sure I'm keeping my knees nice and straight on the descent and trying to not get them out so much like I've been focusing on, but try to keep them straight and try to imagine knees forward instead of knees out because as you can see with the heavy loads, always happens with a heavy load, I get into the hole and my knees do this little thing. They do that little thing where they flicker in and out. Seems to just be the right leg, right glute. Need to do more hip thrusts. Need to do more glute stuff. Just not be shit in the squat really. And yeah, try to keep it out. You see it happen under heavy loads. Not so much, and with fatigue as well. When fatigue kicks in, it definitely happens. So one thing that has always happened to me in my squats, one thing that I'm trying to get better at and trying to control a lot more so it's not as prominent. Moved on to close grip bench, and close grip bench is feeling really good too. It's actually catching up nice and well with my regular bench, which is, I don't know how to take it. It's good, I guess, knowing that I guess my triceps are getting stronger. They do have a good, my bench has a good foundation in that aspect, so that's good. And yeah, moving smoothly, can't complain about that. So jumped into that, did 5 reps, kept it at 8 RPE, and jumped onto a bunch of accessories. So coming into the tail end of week 2, feeling really good. We've got some pause deadlifts tomorrow. Got some pause deadlifts tomorrow, and looking forward to those based on how last week's moved. Tomorrow should be promising. One thing I will note as well, I am a human, I'm not a robot. Would have been the 4th, 5th set of the back down squats, I did feel a little tingle in the top of my left glute. It's probably my SI joint is starting to flare up again. I do have a history of lower back tweaking. I think it's got to do with the sciatic nerve. It's happened in the past. It wasn't too bad today. I did some stretches, I did some relief techniques, and it has subsided. So that's just one thing that I got to keep an eye on, but not let it get the best of me as well. Not let it play on my head too much, because if I let that happen, then there's just going to be a downward spiral for my mindset. So not going to dwell on it too much. Going to do everything I can to relieve the symptoms. But like I said, it's not too bad. It has been worse. So one thing to note. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Day 4 is in the books. Squats done and dusted. Hopefully can bump up the weight next week, and hopefully get those 5 reps at a slightly heavier weight. Based off how they move, might only move it up just a tiny bit, 2.5 kilos. Really depends on how it feels on the day. So looking forward to that, and just taking it one day at a time. So apparently I mentioned in the last video a lot that my CNS wasn't primed. Feeling good. Like, guys, I just ramble on sometimes. Sometimes I repeat the same thing over and over again. I just want you to care. I just want you to care about what I'm doing, what I'm giving you guys. No one cares, dude. No one cares. You care. The people that are watching care. So that's going to wrap up today. Day 4, week 2 done. Week 2, day 4 done. However you want to say it. We got pause deadlifts tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. My nipple is itchy. And just like that, week 2 is done and dusted in the books. I like to say that a lot, done and dusted, done and dusted. I say that quite a bit. Week 2 is done, finished on a high with a 10 kilo jump from last week for pause deadlifts. Pretty good. I was only considering maybe going up about 5 to 7.5 kilos, but the warm-ups felt really good. By the time I got to that last warm-up, I knew it wasn't going to be too aggressive. And once I got that first set out of the way, knowing how well it felt, I knew that it wasn't too aggressive of a jump. So still got plenty of room left for week 3 to finish off this block on a really good high. Got some goals for week 3, exciting goals for week 3. I want to try and get that 140 kilo pin squat. If I can lock that in, that'll be a huge confidence booster. It's going to be 5 sets of 3. So like I mentioned in the first video, this variation for pin squats, week 1 is 3x5, week 2 4x4, week 3 5x3. So exciting things to come for that. Fingers crossed we get that in the bag. Bench is feeling great as well, especially the close grip, which is pretty good. Deadlifts are also nice and cruisy. Really can't complain about how this week went. Just feeling such a high right now with confidence and knowing that, you know, my body's not feeling too fried yet and everything is just moving nice and smooth. So hit up the pause deadlifts today, 2x3, top set of 160 kilos, back down sets, it was supposed to be, I think I read it wrong. It was supposed to be 2x5, and I think I did I did a set of 4 for the first one, but I cleaned it up in the next one and just did a set of 5, and then finished off with another 7 kilo drop for the final set of 6, I believe. Leverages are feeling good. This new technique is feeling nice and locked in. I want to give a shout out to Tien. He actually helped me a lot. Just get it right, get the feel for it. It's really adjusting well. So keen to see how it goes in week 3, keen to see how it goes on the platform too. The new setup will be interesting to see on the platform. After deadlifts, moved on to just some upper body accessories. Friday is usually a pretty easy day after the deadlifts. It's just a lot of upper body pump stuff. So hit up some incline bench for, I believe it was 3 to 4 sets of 5, keeping the RPE at around about that 8 mark. Still progressing up at about 2.5 kilos a week, which is really nice. So good progression there. And after that, just did some lat accessories, so some neutral grip lat pull downs and some chest supported rows. So going with the theme of the accessories, hitting that 10 rep max, and then every 5 seconds do 5 reps till failure. I don't really keep track of how many sets I do for the accessories. It's not really something that I keep an eye on, like in terms of like, oh, I got this amount of sets. Afterwards, it's just get it done. Just get it done. Not really thinking about that. Ended this week on a high. We are feeling great. Going to get about 2 more strength blocks in before states. Man, my mind's on nationals, like before we even do states. Got about 2 more strength blocks before we do states. It's going to be exciting. I'm keen for week 3. I don't know how keen you guys are, but I'm keen for week 3. Cody, it's just you. We're not keen. We're just watching your videos, and I'm excited. So I'm going to wrap up the video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did feel the video deserves it, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You know how it is. All the cool people are doing it. Appreciate your guys' support. Click the bell. You'll get notified when I upload a brand new video. You'll see this pasty white ghost on your screens. I know you're looking forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay savage.